Picture this. You've been tirelessly hunting for a job for months. Financial support from government schemes have been your lifeline, managing your house rent, utility bills, and groceries. But it's been a stretch. Then, a glimmer of hope. An employer gets back to you, and you're suddenly holding a paycheck after what feels like forever. The twist: this job pays just enough to pull you out of those government schemes, yet not sufficient to cater to your bills. And now you have added expenses, commuting to work and ensuring your child has care while you're away. Incredibly, you find yourself worse off financially than when you were jobless. This scenario isn't a work of fiction. It's known in economic terms as the welfare trap, an intricate web that affects countless individuals globally. Essentially, poverty traps are conditions that cyclically reinforce poverty, making escape seemingly impossible. Some might be personal, like the inability to get nutritious meals or quality education. Others might have a broader impact, like enduring corrupt governance or grappling with climate challenges. Ironically, the most heart-wrenching aspect of welfare traps is that they originate from policies crafted with noble intentions to mitigate poverty. Throughout ages, human societies have always had mechanisms in place to support those struggling to make ends meet. Traditionally, religious factions or philanthropic bodies took charge. Now, we label them as welfare schemes, and these are often driven by governmental bodies offering subsidies for essentials like housing, food, healthcare, and more. However, a significant caveat exists. These programs typically operate on a means-tested basis. To translate, only those below a specified income bracket qualify. While on the surface, this seems like a logical step to ensure aid goes to the truly needy, there's a drawback. The moment someone's earnings surpass this limit, even by a fraction, their benefits vanish, regardless of whether they have reached a stable financial position or not. This cycle isn't just destructive for the affected, it poses challenges for society at large. Conventional economic theories posit that humans, by nature, are rational beings, assessing the pros and cons of scenarios and choosing the path of maximum advantage. If individuals in dire straits perceive no tangible benefits from employment, staying dependent on governmental support becomes a rational choice. Now, it's crucial to understand that individuals seek employment not just for monetary gains. Societal standing, personal ambition, and a myriad of other factors play a role. However, monetary compensation is undeniably a massive motivator. If fewer individuals venture into the workforce, economic growth stutters, further embedding the cycle of poverty. A few argue that perhaps dismantling these support systems altogether might be the answer. Yet, the majority opine that such a radical step isn't just unrealistic, but inhumane. So, what's the middle ground? Many nations have taken innovative routes. Some extend benefits for a set duration even after employment, while others taper off the benefits as earnings rise. These tactics do reduce the blow, albeit not entirely. Others adopt a broader strategy, offering universal amenities like education, health, or child support. An idea gaining traction lately is the Universal Basic Income, UBI, a concept where everyone, irrespective of wealth or job status, receives a fixed income. This strategy is perhaps the only one that can truly eliminate welfare traps, as any additional earning would only add to the basic income, not replace it. By ensuring a base income, UBI could potentially be a safeguard against poverty. This isn't a contemporary concept, though. Since the 1700s, several intellectuals have vouched for it. Yet, its real-world application on a vast scale remains elusive. If we're to address the welfare trap head-on, it's pivotal to recognize and respect individual choices and freedoms. True progress can only be made when individuals are equipped with the tools to drive enduring transformations in their lives and, by extension, their communities. The welfare trap, as we understand, can be a detrimental situation where governmental aid inadvertently discourages beneficiaries from seeking employment. This is because the very act of getting a job could push them off the support programs, leading to an even more precarious financial situation. However, this isn't a singular, isolated problem only found in one region or country. It's a global issue, and the ramifications differ depending on the economic, cultural, and societal landscape of a particular nation. 1. Global perspectives on the welfare trap. Asia. In many Asian countries, rapid industrialization has created a sharp divide between urban and rural communities. As urban areas promise better employment opportunities, many leave behind their traditional agrarian lifestyles in search of a brighter future in the cities. However, once there, they often find that the urban wages don't always match the higher living costs. Moreover, as they move, they often lose out on community-based support systems typical in rural areas, making them entirely reliant on their meager wages. Africa. Africa, with its vast resource wealth, faces a different set of challenges. Many nations here grapple with political instability, and welfare programs are either non-existent or sporadically implemented. For those who do receive aid, the fear of losing it is real and palpable. Many choose to work in the informal sector to continue receiving these benefits, which in turn means they remain outside the official economic radar, missing out on other benefits like healthcare or formal education for their children. Europe. Europe, with its array of well-developed welfare states, provides an interesting study. In countries like Denmark or Germany, welfare programs are robust, but they often come with conditions. For instance, beneficiaries might be required to demonstrate that they're actively seeking employment or undergoing training programs. This is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it motivates individuals to reintegrate into the workforce. On the other, stringent conditions might sometimes push people further away from seeking aid. 2. Beyond the universal basic income. While UBI is a widely discussed solution, it's not the only one. Another emerging concept is the negative income tax, NIT. With NIT, individuals earning below a certain threshold receive supplemental pay from the government instead of paying taxes. As their income increases, this supplemental pay decreases, but crucially, it does so at a rate that ensures total income always increases with higher earnings from work. 3. Education and skill development. Another dimension worth exploring is the importance of education and skill development. One of the reasons people remain trapped in welfare programs is because of a lack of skills that match the current job market. By investing in education and vocational training, governments can ensure that beneficiaries are better equipped to reintegrate into the workforce and command better wages. 4. Holistic social safety nets. Lastly, it's essential to rethink welfare as more than just monetary support. True welfare should encompass holistic well-being, providing individuals with not just financial stability, but also mental health resources, community support, access to healthcare, and more. In this intricate dance between policies and their impacts, it's clear that a one-size-fits-all approach doesn't work. Solutions need to be as diverse and dynamic as the problems they aim to solve. For meaningful change to occur, the conversation needs to shift from mere financial support to creating environments that nurture growth, skill development, and provide holistic well-being. Conclusion. As we conclude our deep dive into the welfare trap, it's evident that this is a complex issue with no easy answers. However, by studying global patterns, experimenting with new solutions, and always prioritizing the well-being of individuals, progress is possible. We hope this exploration has offered a broader perspective on the topic. Remember, change starts with understanding. If you found this enlightening, please hit that like button, and for more in-depth analyses, subscribe to Success Behavior.